Hello guys, so today we'll be working on a professional online banking with over four different currencies, both USD, Euro, Pounds, um, Chinese Yuan, and Canadian Dollar. So this is the bank we'll be creating today. So we'll follow step by step. It will take us just 30 minutes and we'll be done. So how to create this online banking. So the first thing you're supposed to do is like I normally say, first thing you're supposed to do is to buy the hosting and the domain and the hosting. So I usually buy my domain and hosting from namecheap.com. So you can easily head to namecheap.com to buy your domain and hosting. So this okay, this is your Namecheap. So just namecheap.com. What you do is to come here and buy, type the name of the domain you want to buy. So let's say you want to buy um glorious or smart bank smartbank.com. Let's say buy smartbank.com. Here is listed for, I think the network is very poor. So here is listed, okay, it's already taken. Smartbank is already taken. So let's just say you look for something Trust Prime Global, Trust Prime Trust Prime Bank.com. Okay, trustprimebank.com is for $17. You add to your cart, then you go ahead and after adding to cart, click on it, add to cart. Next thing you're supposed to do is to buy your hosting. So I normally from it, I normally advise you use the shared hosting. Go to the shared hosting and click. I prefer you choose the first one, the Stellar shared hosting, Stellar plan, or you go to the popular, depending on what you want. So I prefer you go to share hosting and click on get started. So it will add to cart automatically. All the domain and the hosting will be added to your cart. Then you can proceed to check out and purchase the domain. So to do this, you need to go ahead and pay for the domain with your card. Or most times I prefer paying with an visual card. So because as in Nigerian, the on Nigerian card doesn't work again. So I hope you are all aware of that. So you pay with your virtual card. Next, you're to do after purchasing, they will send you a mail to and a link to your cPanel. So let's say this is our cPanel. After buying the domain and the hosting, this is our cPanel. What you have to do next is to go to the file manager. Go to the file manager. Go to the root document, your public.html, where we'll be uploading our script for the online bank. So what you need to do next, when you click, but for us here, we'll be using a subdomain. So we'll be uploading our files to this subdomain here. So just follow these simple steps. For click on upload and select file, or you drag and drop. Simple, select the file. Then you allow the file to load. load and get to 100. After getting to 100, to show green. So let's just wait for it to load. So most times I advise people buying from Namecheap, like the domain, but you can still buy from Hostinger and there are other domain and hosting providers out there. So Hostinger is one of the hosting providers out there, and they are very good. So you could buy from them, or you could go ahead and buy from namecheap.com. But I'll put the link to purchase from both of them under this video in the description, so you could click on any of the link to buy your domain and hosting. So we'll wait for this to finish loading, then we'll proceed to create the online banking. And please know this bank is a very, very unique bank. You can One of the functions of this bank is that um you can withdraw to cryptocurrency, and you can withdraw to international local transfer and into those various currencies available. Then you click back to take it to the file. You see the file is already uploaded. Then what we'll do next is to extract to this root folder and allow it to finish extracting. Now open the file. This this is our SQL file. This one is our SQL file. All you need to do here is to download the SQL file. Allow it to download. Then you unzip this banking zip file again. So you extract it again and take it back to this root folder. That's finished extracting. So let's say we'll go back to our root folder. And yeah, these are the details of the file, the contents of the file. So let's delete this file. We no longer need it again. Then think banking. Yes, let's delete this banking file too. So there's a readme file here where you will just follow the instructions. So from the readme file, sorry, let's view the readme file. From the readme file, you see the instructions are already there. Download and extract the zip to the subfolder, create a new database, import the database SQL, edit the include file, the config file, and set the database. Only admin know this and all sets up the rest. Then those you get to that when you get to the admin section. So after uploading the script, all we need to do is to create a database and upload this database SQL file we just downloaded. So we'll go back to our cPanel and go to MySQL database wizard to create a database for that um, account. So let's say online bank, online bank. Next step, we'll create, and let's say for currency, then you create a password. So most times I advise you save all these things while creating it, not to forget what you're doing, not to forget the information. So I normally save files this way. So what you need to do is come to power password generator and copy this file, copy this password. Come here, then database, So copy these files to this place. So I have copied file, use password, then you go ahead and click on the create user, then click on all privileges. Make sure you click on all privileges. Make sure you click on all privileges. So what you do next is to come down and click next step. It will create automatically. Then you go back to our cPanel again. So we'll go to our database, our SQL database. Okay, this, if you could see, this is the database we created. This is it here. So let's just copy it. Database name we created. This is the database name. Then this is database username we created just now. So you copy and paste to save here for further use. So let's go back to our database. So we're heading to upload the SQL file, the database file, to the database we just created. So you go to my PHP my admin. PHP my admin, then come to import. Click on the database we created, your database, you will see it here. This is because we have so many databases already created. So this is the one we created, online bank. So you click on it, on import, then you choose the file. Okay, let's go to download, where we downloaded the file. You see the file here, banking SQL file. So you click on it, so automatically it will upload. It's a very light file, so it will upload, and you import, it will load all the database. So what we'll have to do next is to link this our database to the script we uploaded. So you head over to your file manager, where we have the script we uploaded here under this root file. So to edit this script or configure it, you come to this folder, include dot ph include, then you come down to config.php. So this place is a little bit tricky. So once you get to this config.php, these are the things you're supposed to configure. So starting from the web title here, change this web title here, just this bank pro, change it to the name of your site. Let's say our site is smart bank global. Our site is smart bank global. Then this URL here, you change it to the URL of your site. So for us, our URL for our site here is this. So we'll copy this URL and bring it here, paste. You paste it here. Then you change this mail to the mail of your site, the main mail of your site. So before now, probably might have created, but if you've not created, you come over to your cPanel again. Come over to your cPanel and navigate to the email section, email account, and you create a free mail for your create a mail. Let's say contact. So me, I normally like using this. So this is a demo. So you create the password. Sorry, you create the password. Then you go ahead, click on this and change to ultimate, or you change the number of space you want to give that particular mail. Then go ahead and create the mail. So our mail is set. We can now go ahead and copy it to our database config file. So you copy the mail. So save it here for future purposes. This is the mail. This is the password we use. Always save your file somewhere for reference purposes. So this is the mail. This is the password. So we come over to file, a config file here. Then we change this mail that's here. Change it to the mail we have. Make sure you set configure these settings. Make sure you configure the settings. Then the next thing we are supposed to do is to configure our database file, the main database file. So what we need to do is to go over to our file we have here. First thing we have here is our database username. Come to where you save the database username, copy it, come over here, no, come over to the database username and paste it. This is a very simple step. So come to the database name itself, copy. Okay, this is the password. Come over here and paste. Then you copy the password you generated, copy, make sure the password is correct, and paste it, replace it with the password. Then that's all for the database configuration. That's all for database configuration. Then you save changes. Make sure you save changes. Make sure you save changes. Then from here, I guess our site is already live and running. So this is our site. This is our site. Voila, this is our site. Our site is full and running. But before we continue, there are a few other things we would need to set up. Site is running. I like to load. Look at the site. Very beautiful, smart, unique, and professional. It's very neat. So for it to function properly, the next thing we need to do is to set up the SMTP file. This SMTP setup will enable users receive mail when they log in, when they make transactions, and furthermore. So to set up this SMTP file, what you need to do next is to come to this include folder. Come to this include folder. Come to user class PHP. Then you edit. Scroll down to where you see email configuration. Email configuration. Start from this SMTP settings. That's what we'll be doing. Start from the SMTP settings. So majorly to set up an SMTP, there are a few things you need to know to set up the SMTP. You need to know the host name, the username, and the few other things. And the SMTP ports you're using for that mail. So to get your web hosting, the host name for the email is the server you're hosting on. So you contact But if you don't know the server, the host name, so you just contact the or contact their support to get the hosting. You can get this from the email settings. So for me, the host server I'm hosting with Namecheap and with their webmail host server. So this is the host server name. Then the next thing you're supposed to do is to type come to this username here and change it to the email address. Change it to the email address. So what you do is copy the email address, come here and paste it. Then you copy the password, which is copy the password, come to the password and paste it. So and you change the port. So for most outgoing emails, SMTP emails for web mails, I feel I think I know that they still use most of them use 465 and 587 as their ports, their mail port. So next after that is to come down to this email settings, then change this email settings to your mail, change this other settings here to the name of your site. Let's say um what are we using again? What do you use for that? Smart Bank Global. So you come and change it to this Smart Bank Global. Say do same thing for this reply mail, change it to the mail, same name, Smart Bank Global. And that's all for this. Then you click on Save Changes. Next thing you're to do after this, the next file to configure, go to the admin file. You see, go to admin file, you see the include folder, go to the include folder too inside the admin file. Then you see admin class PHP, then you edit. So what literally what you're going to do is to repeat the same settings we have here, the same settings. So for you to get it right, I think you could just copy the same settings you have here in this user class PHP we have here. Copy the same settings for the SMTP setup. Copy the same settings. Everything should be the same. Make sure the host name rhymes and everything rhymes. So you copy the host name, the email address, the password, and the ports. The next thing, same thing we did there, email address, change it to what we use there, which is Smart Bank Global. Next is the same thing, Smart Bank Global. Then you click on Save Changes. Make sure everything is correct and even, then you click on save changes. I think that's all the configuration you would need to do. Then you will head on to the admin dashboard to configure the admin dashboard. So this is the site. This is our site, fully running. This is our site fully running. So if you could see, everything is there. So it's still showing another name. So to change it to your name, to change the name, change the name of the site, the title of the site, and change the logo of the site. What you need to do is to log into the admin panel. So you just come to the URL, copy this URL to a new page, paste slash admin slash admin. Then first of all, there's a default admin password, login password. So you come to this PHP admin where we uploaded the SQL file, then come to the admin settings, click on it. Here is the admin default mail. Please take notes. Please take notes. Copy this admin default mail that's already been there. Then come here, paste it. The default password for this admin is 1 to 8. So you just type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't forget, this is the default settings. You can only change it when you log in. So use this to log in first before you change it. Then click on login. It will log you in directly to the admin dashboard. So you could see this is the admin dashboard and we are live. Everything is running. You can view users, credits, create new accounts, credits and debit user, make wire transfer. And one amazing thing about this is that you can credit and debit, withdraw transactions, check withdraw transactions, even make crypto transactions on the same online banking app. So it's very nice. So next thing, what the only configuration you need to do here is to come to the profile, click on the profile, then change this mail. This is the default mail that is there. So what we need to do is to copy the mail we created, which is this. Copy the mail, your mail, then you paste it here, then save changes. You can go ahead and change the password to your desired password. Remember the default password is 123 to 8. 1234567 8. Don't forget, 123 to 8 is the default password. Then go ahead and change the password, input the password you need. So the next thing you need to do after this is to go to the settings. Click on the settings, then upload your for desired logo for the bank for your site. Click on it, then save changes to save. Come down. This is the bank name. So anything you put in here is what is going to show on the full site as the bank title. So we are already using smart. I think we are using smart global. I think so. Smart bank global. So change it to the smart bank global. Here you write a description about the bank if you wish to. Then change the phone number. This phone number that is showing here, this phone number showing on this contact, and the one showing here, the one showing here on the full side, on at every page, this contact will be showing. So what you need to do is to change this phone number, change the phone number to what you want. So you can clear it and put 08168412612 to your phone number, the phone number of your client. Then change the bank mail too. If you have a different mail for the bank, you can still do that. Change the bank mail. Then you go ahead and click on save changes. And that is that. And that is that. So what you need to do after this is to go ahead and refresh your webmail. You see that everything has come back. This is the logo. This is the logo we imputed. It is live and running. Our phone number has changed successfully. You see, this is a very amazing website, bank, an online bank. Then this is the mail we used. Everything is functioning perfectly fine. So no need for plenty coding. No need, you don't have to code all the pages. Everything is loading very well. So this is it. To get this script, there's a link below. There's a link below in the description on how to buy. Follow the link to buy the domain. Click on the link to buy the domain and hosting from Namecheap, and you see that of Hostinger too, so you can still buy from anyone you wish. But I would prefer you buy from Namecheap, or if you can't get a good domain from Namecheap, then you check. If the price is not favorable for you, check and Hostinger. They are very reliable. Then you go over. Then that is it. There's a link to download the script. There's a link to download the script, and you can start working immediately. So this is how to log in. This is the login page. Then this is open an account. Here is the sign up page. So you can go ahead and sign up, and that is that. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more of this, and there will be more videos and more free tutorials dropping soon. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop a comment. You can contact me on the phone number that is shown under the screen below on the description, and you can ask me any question at any time. I'll be available to reply your questions, and for further inquiries too, please follow our page, follow and subscribe. Please follow and subscribe. Thank you so much.